Our question for the day, you all know this is where we answer live questions here on the broadcast. So any questions that you have, go ahead and send them over to us. So this is a great question. The question of the day is, what is the statutes of limitations, and do all accounts have them? So if you're not familiar with the statutes of limitations, this is all kind of under the umbrella of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And it's basically the legal time frame by which your debt collectors or creditors have the right to come and to sue you. Now, typically the statutes of limitations begins from the first date of default or delinquency. So it's not the date you open the account. It is from the date you first go into default. And for most unsecured creditors, it's between 3 and 6 years. Now, the statutes of limitations is based on where you live. So it's your state. So we'll see, especially if you're in my area, the DMV is somewhere around that 3-year time frame, but it could be a lot longer. Now, what you may not know is all accounts don't follow or don't have statutes of limitations. So this is not for every account. For instance, federal student loans, there's no statutes of limitations. Tax liens or tax debt, there's no statutes of limitations. Past due child support, there's no statutes of limitations. So basically, it doesn't matter how old those accounts are, they can continue to reinforce collection through the court system. Now, one thing you need to understand about the statutes of limitations, if you agree to pay a debt, either a payment plan or something like that, if you start a payment plan, you have just reinitiated or started back up the statutes of limitations. So be careful when you're paying old collections, because you might just start your clock all over again. Okay, if you have any questions about the statutes of limitations that I may not have answered, or if you're wondering where you may fall with regards to some of your accounts that you've got outstanding, make sure again you reach out to me at creditwithchris.com, register for your no-cost assessment, so we can figure out if you're in, where you are, and maybe you're in a safe zone or not a safe zone. Okay, so again, continue to bring those questions to us on the Chat with Chris segment, where we answer live right here on the broadcast. You can send me an email at lot@creditwithchris.com. That's lot@creditwithchris.com. Or you could also simply go out to the website, livingontop.info, and submit the form right there. But get your question to me. Remember, no questions are silly questions, because I trust and believe there's someone else that's out there that has the same question. So I appreciate you for doing that.